Today is the day, guys. We are so freaking excited to finally take you guys along on this journey. As you guys know, we did tell you guys we are in our house hunting shopping era, and today's the day we're showing you guys us touring a house.
Yes, so actually this is our second video for our whole entire new house, new home journey. And we already been touring homes. Like, we're in our hunting phase of hunting for our perfect home, the one that be the best for me, Tricia, Kyla, and our future.
Current life state.
Exactly. Especially with our 3 dogs, we need something pretty big. We're actually gonna go along because we think that this house that we've seen, we think that this might be the one. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We really feel like this might be the house. So we wanted to just record this video because if this is the house, at least we'll have some footage. So we're not gonna be showing you guys every little thing detailed, because if this is our actually future house that we're about to tour,
you'll have to wait for our house tour for that.
Exactly, we gotta wait for the house tour. So we don't want to give you a house tour now. So we're gonna have some clips of the house. And guys, comment down below what you guys think about the house too. Let us know anything, any criticisms that you guys have, because honestly, we feel like if there's a lot of eyes on what we're looking at, maybe one of you guys might point something out. Really think this is the house, guys, and we're excited to show you guys just a little bit of it. We're gonna show you, a couple rooms and stuff like that. So I'm super excited, and Kyla's gonna be with us. She's on the journey, which is super exciting. Have our little one there with us. Right now, she's getting her little bottle before we go to the house. We actually have to be there at 2:15 and it's 2:02.
It is a 5-bed, 4-bath house, 3,400 square feet. I feel like this could be a really good option for us. It has a 3-car garage. All right, you guys, so the camera actually died yesterday before we went to tour the house. So I'm just gonna tell you guys about the specs again right now. But after we came home yesterday, Cameron and I had a lot of talking to do. We had to decide quickly, because this house was very fresh on the market and was ready to go. We had to decide if we wanted to put an offer in, which we'll get to in a little bit. But we do wanna give you guys a little verbal walkthrough. And before that we do any of that, we just want to say that if we decide to purchase this house, it's going to be for a lot of money. So if we are particular with something, it's just personal preference. It's not really if you have it, we don't like your house type of thing. It's just something that is our preference, whatever.
Right. And we're not bougie people when it comes to the point of if we see a spider in the corner, we're not purchasing the house. You know what I'm saying? And plus, this house is around 7 figures. So yeah. If there's anything that we don't like and we don't feel like it's home, then we're gonna call it out, and that's our opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody likes their own colors, their own shape. So basically, we're gonna give you guys a whole walkthrough. Not a whole walkthrough, but we're gonna give you a walkthrough of somewhat of what the house looks like inside, so you guys can understand what we're seeing instead of us saying, guys, the living room looked like this. So we're gonna start off with the walk-in of the whole entire house. As soon as you walk in the front door, to your left is an office / you could do whatever with that room. And then you have the stairs with the catwalk behind it. It looked amazing. And then to the right was a dining room with frames on the wall, which kind of gives it that just
elevated look.
Yeah, the elevated look. And then above is high ceilings. I think that was 16-foot ceilings. And there's a chandelier there. And then again, the catwalk was literally my favorite. It was such an eye-grabbing piece of as soon as you walk through the door. I don't know, the whole entire front area, as soon as we walked in, I was very wow, this house is definitely gonna be looking very nice. We really weren't into what color that wood was on the floor.
It was a bluish, greenish, gray.
It was no, I think it was very wood color, but it was ashy. Very ashy.
Yeah. You're
smoky.
right. It did look ashy. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of the floor color, and that's kind of a big deal because floors are expensive to change out. You know what I mean?
And those flooring, those panels were actual wood. So that's even worse. If we wanted to change it. All right, so then you have the living room right there, where you have a fireplace that's gas. I didn't really like that structure. And then you go into the kitchen that's connected with the living room. It's a big island. It's a big kitchen. Right onto the right, there's doors over there. That's where the garage, and there's a laundry room over there. The house would not come with a refrigerator or washer or dryer.
One thing I really did not like, this is minor and could be fixed very easily, the finishes in the kitchen. They're gold. Cameron and I are very much of a silver type people and like black hardware. So that's one thing that we could fix. But one thing I really did not like at all was the laundry room in the kitchen. It's not even the fact that it's in the kitchen. It's also the fact that it's on a separate floor than the bedrooms, because we have that here in our apartment where our laundry is upstairs and the bedrooms are downstairs, and it's literally such a pain in the butt to carry all of our laundry up just to bring it all the way back down. So in our house that we're spending so much money on, I feel like I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean?
So when Tricia says that the laundry is like in the kitchen, it's not actually in the kitchen. It's literally right next to the kitchen. So like imagine like that door right there would be the laundry room. And another thing about that is that like, do you really want your clean clothes to smell like garlic and if you're cooking, or to smell like preference, or to smell like curry, or to smell like any seasonings that you're using? Do you want that to, you know, linger in your clothing, or do you want that stinky laundry to be lingering out the laundry room? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be times where you get that going on in like the kitchen. So like,
and that's also personal preference though, because when I was talking to the realtor about that, I was like, yeah, I'm not really like a super big fan of that. She's like, actually, I love that, because if I'm in the kitchen or in the living room watching TV, I can just switch out the loads of laundry. But because I know our experience of having laundry on a separate floor than the bedrooms, I'm not a big fan of that. So
yeah, we're already like bringing laundry up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
and then you guys saw those stairs. It was a lot of steps, so that's just something we didn't like. There also was a bedroom on the first floor that we would use as like a playroom or something like that. So it was a nice sized room in there with, you know, bathrooms. So
one thing I will say about this builder is, since we told you guys that like we have been touring houses like when I was pregnant and stuff like that, a lot of times with private builders, they'll just do like construction grade stuff. This builder did really, really good finishes. So like you can tell that like the caulking in the kitchen was really, really good. You could tell that the caulking in the bathrooms was like taken time with. You can tell that they took time to pick out all the finishes of like the cabinetry and the crown molding on the floor, and even the flooring. Although it wasn't like our preference color wise, you can tell that it was expensive wood.
Getting onto the backyard was huge. It was really like a big backyard. But the thing is that I didn't like the trees that was there. It was like random trees just sitting there. And the one thing I was scared about is if the township would even let us, if we got the house, cut that down. Because I wouldn't want those trees just in the middle of the backyard like that.
They were like dead set in the center. Like, I don't even know if we'd be able to put a pool or anything.
They weren't even good looking trees either. Not to be like all like, see,
bougie.
That's what people be like. That's what people be like, oh, you're being bougie, Kim. Really? Oh, it's just like the trees in Jersey is really not it. Like, they look crazy out here. All right, so once you go upstairs, there is 2 different wings of the house. Okay, so you have one wing with 2 bedrooms over there, which were like decent sized, and then on the other side was another bedroom and the master bedroom,
and then also the bathroom for all those other bedrooms.
Yes, the master bedroom was pretty huge. It had a nice section off section where Tricia could actually put her vanity and have her little, it was almost like a beauty area. Like it was a little like cube area.
They call it a sitting area, but I would make it like my beauty area.
It was like a little cube area where Tricia would have like a nice backdrop if she wanted, like, because there would be like a wall like this there. It was a nice size area for Tricia to have her beauty stuff. And then the walk-in closet was very huge and like long, pause. But like it was like,
I was obsessed
there
with
was
the closet.
so much area. It was very nice. It had a nice window in there, and we were just very obsessed with that. Now, as far as like the master bedroom, where the bed was at, you would have to put the TV on like a sidewall, and like the TV wouldn't be like head on pretty much.
Which isn't the end of the world. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. You're right. But that's just one thing that like popped up in my head. I felt like for the price, I felt like the master bedroom, the master bathroom was a little too small. Like,
yeah, it was a little tight.
It was a little too small. Like it wasn't as big enough. It was almost like everything was just like packed in. It was a stand-up shower, which was pretty much like a.
It was nice though. It was like
the stand-up shower was probably like a 5x5, like.
It's definitely like not 5x5.
Right, it was probably like a 7x7.
7 feet by 7 feet?
No, not a 7.
Cameron, it was like a 3x2.
Oh, yeah, maybe like a 3x2.
This man said 7x7. Right. It was not that big.
Really, like next to the stand-up shower was literally a
standalone tub.
Yeah, a standalone tub.
I would love a standalone tub.
And then to the right with that was like a little wall. halfway, and then the toilet was on the other side.
Which would
I
be
feel
nice,
like
yeah.
I just feel like it was like that bathroom was just a little too small for like what the price of the house was.
One thing I really did like was that for the master bedroom, it was like 2 double doors, and then to the right of it, so outside of the master bedroom, was like a smaller bedroom, which like they said was the intention of a nursery. So I really like that because we could have that as Kyla's room, and she's literally right there. It might have seemed like this entire time we've been like complaining about the house, but this is something you have to do, and especially with Cameron and I, that's how we found a really good apartment for us that we've loved and lived in for like a really long time, because we think about what are we going to hate about this in a couple of years? Right. What are we going to absolutely annoy us so much, and then do those things outweigh how much we love something? There was a lot of cons to the house that we're like, all right, this is going to cost a lot of money to fix. We're already spending a lot of money on this house, so we shouldn't have to move in wanting to change the floors.
Down the house.
Cutting down the house.
Cutting down the trees in the backyard.
Right, yeah. Like, there's a lot of modifications that we would want to do like day one. And with the price point of the house, we're like, I don't know if we want to move in knowing we'd have to spend like $200,000 or $300,000 to fix it.
About this house is, all right, this is like, again, I'm gonna say it again, this is a very expensive house, and they had 3 car garage. It was 3 like garage. It was 3 garage doors, but like they were very small. I feel like the doors were very small, and like I feel like that would have been a super big problem for me and Tricia because we have SUVs, cars, you know what I'm saying? And especially if we get a bigger car because we're gonna have more kids, like how is that gonna fit in that small door? I mean, like the doors was really small, like really small. So overall, guys,
I don't think it's our house.
Yeah, it really did not feel like home. Overall, that's what you want to look for when you're looking for house. Like when you're looking for a house, you're looking for apartment to rent. You want it to feel like it's home, whether it's in a bad condition, whether it's in good condition, whether it's new, old. If it feels like home for you, then that's the spot for you. And that spot did not feel like home, even though I was obsessed with a lot of things of the house. It just did not feel like home for us. And I don't know, like every single time I look at videos, I'm like, wow, that catwalk, bro, that catwalk was fire. Also, this is another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. All right, the first thing is that this was a private builder. So it wasn't like a company that built like multiple houses that had stairs or anything. This was a private builder. So like that's one thing about private builders. Like you'll find like the houses are almost like customized already. Like when it comes to private builders, because they do like, you know, compared to you going to a community house, they're already putting in like marble on your floor, marble on your walls in your bathroom. Like
nothing is standard.
Yeah, like they're already putting like upgraded mirrors in your bathroom, so it felt so customized in there. And then another thing is like we always look at resale and we looking at a investment property. Like we kind of want to have an investment property first.
Like this isn't our forever home or our dream home. Like our first home will not be our dream home.
That looked like that would be a forever home for somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that wouldn't be our forever home. No, it wouldn't be.
And the amount of money that we'd have to put into it to make it like what we would want for however many years that we live there, I don't think we would get back when we resell. You know what I mean? Like we would be putting a lot of money into that house, and I don't think we would make it back.
So we want to weigh out our options, and I just feel like that wouldn't have been a very good house for it because, dude, if we put, I said dude.
Better than Chad.
Because if we put a lot of money into it by like doing like different upgrades, by like, you know, upgrading the whole backyard to look like a crazy backyard, a nice pool, you know, just upgrading it, like even putting marbles on the floor somewhere in the house, like adding price like that to the house, like I feel like it would be very hard for someone to come by and buy it or to make it an investment property. So I really feel like the house just wasn't for us.
We're gonna have to figure something out because I'm not over this apartment, but I'm like,
it's getting too cramped up.
Yeah, it's getting a little cramped in here. It is getting
Trust
a little
me,
cramped.
Kyla's furniture, like her swing set, her little toys and everything is making it even
and she's
more
not even walking
up.
yet. And she's not even walking yet. So my thing is, one thing I feel like we already talked about with you guys, but we are very, very, very beyond grateful for the things that we have and grateful for the things that will be coming for us. We're not saying that we don't want that house because it was ugly, because we know, like, we used to have a different living situation than we do now. So with that being said, we just know what we want to move into. We have a vision in mind, and that house was not it for us. And the houses that we've seen in the past were not it for us, except for the one that fell through. That's okay. House hunting journey continues.
We're going to find a nice house for you, baby. You're going to have a better house than Daddy had when he was a baby. You're going to have a better house than Mommy had when she was a baby. But that's all because Daddy and Mommy are working very hard for you, baby. You have a better life than Mommy and Daddy had. Just like any other parent would want for their baby. Mommy's parents, just like Daddy's mom. Better life for their kids.
Yeah.
Make sacrifices.
Big girl. Big girl. But alright guys, we're gonna close out the video right here. The house hunt continues. So if you guys have any like critiques about what to look for in a first home or an investment property, or really any advice that you guys have when it comes to purchasing a home, whatever it is, let us know in the comment section. And if you guys like this journey, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll definitely do maybe some more house tours. I don't know about on our main channel, but maybe we'll do some more on our vlog channel.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. More updates coming very soon. We love you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay lit. Peace.